trace the petroleum industry back to its beginning, you discover that it did not start as a global empire or a government-controlled monopoly. It started with one chemist, one experiment, one small drilling crew in Pennsylvania, and a world that had no idea what was coming. In the mid-1800s, a Yale chemist named Benjamin Silliman Jr. discovered that crude oil could be turned into lamp fuel. That single discovery flipped a switch in human history. A few years later, Edwin Drake drilled the first successful oil well in Titusville, Pennsylvania, and the modern petroleum industry was born overnight. This moment was the spark that lit an international wildfire. Thousands of wildcatters rushed into the ground like modern-day gold hunters. But the real shift happened when John D. Rockefeller stepped in. He organized the chaos, built Standard Oil, and created a global system that controlled almost every drop of oil, every pipeline, and every refinery. Petroleum went from an experiment to a global powerhouse in less than 50 years, and you never even learned this in school. But here's the twist. Petroleum was originally used for lamp fuel and machinery. Nobody expected it to end up in almost every product humans touch. Over time, corporations figured out how to turn the byproducts of crude oil into plastics. Rubbers, coatings, solvents, cosmetics, fabrics, detergents, preservatives, pharmaceuticals, and more. Today, petroleum shows up in plastics, synthetic fabrics, polyester, nylon, spandex, packaging, cleaning products, toothpaste, deodorant, makeup, lotions, perfumes, baby toys, candles, electronics, phone casings, food containers, non-stick coatings, fertilizers, pesticides, shampoos, and even medications. It is woven into the modern world, so deeply that most people have no idea how hard it is to live a petroleum-free life. And this is where the health conversation begins. Because humans never evolved to digest, inhale, absorb, or live inside a cloud of petroleum-based chemicals. Yet every day people breathe fumes from synthetic carpets, wear petroleum-based clothing, apply petroleum-based lotions, wash with petroleum-derived soaps, eat food wrapped in petroleum packaging, and sleep with petroleum-treated bedding. The microplastics entering the human body are now found in blood, lungs, organs, and even placentas. Petroleum made life convenient, but it also made bodies struggle. Hormone disruption, inflammation, allergies, skin sensitivity, chronic fatigue, and toxin overload are all tied to chemical exposure from petroleum-based products. So when people wonder why modern society feels unhealthy, anxious, disconnected, inflamed, and constantly battling mysterious conditions, part of the answer is hidden in plain sight. Humanity built a world out of a substance that was never meant to be inside the human body. The petroleum age was born by accident, expanded by profit, and now surrounds us in ways that most people never consider.